Did you know that the world's #1 Beyoncé impersonator lives right here in D.C.?
And as you can imagine, she is an amazing performer, and you can see her coming up at City Winery, D.C.
So introducing this morning to Great Day Washington, singer, actress, and fashion designer Riley Knoxx. Come on out, Miss Beauty.
Hello. Beautiful. And you say you put this whole thing together, right?
I did last night, just for you guys.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
And fashion, I mean, you've been into fashion for a long, making clothes, designs.
Well, no, I started off making everything that I ever wore on stage.
Okay.
And that's how fashion design, because I've had Riley Knoxx Couture for only like a year and a half now.
Okay.
But I have been performing for 22 years. So I've made every single thing that I've ever made worn on stage.
Wow.
It was all made by me. Now, it wasn't always great in the very beginning. But then I started replicating all of Beyonce's costumes.
Everything we're seeing right here.
It's very apropos, because didn't Beyonce's mom always made the costumes for Destiny's Child?
Yeah. And people used to say to me, they're like, well, when you get, now that you're bigger, like, do you want other people? I'm like, no, I know my body better than anybody.
Yes.
I can whip together a leotard in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah.
When did you realize that you could be the best Beyonce impersonator in the world?
It didn't start off that way.
Really?
I was pushed out onto a stage, and I was very shy and very nervous. And then I was bit by the bug the first time I performed. It was crazy.
Wow.
Like literally right after I got off the stage, everybody backstage was like, "You want to do it again, don't you?" And I was like, "Yes."
Was it a Beyonce song?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
because this
wow.
was in 2000, and she didn't go solo until 2003.
Wow.
So when Crazy in Love came out, the song was played everywhere, and everybody was like listening to it. It was everywhere. And so I started performing it in clubs around DC, and then I became known as DC's own Beyonce. And then I started performing all around the country and the world, and now I'm the world's #1 Beyonce impersonator. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's been fun. It's been crazy, but it's a lot of work.
Yes.
Because she works very hard, and I have to work just as hard. Even harder sometimes, because
to try
learning everything she does, and she always sets the bar higher and higher. So
Wow.
Oh, what a person to be
Yeah.
impersonating, though. I mean, Beyonce,
the biggest artist of our time, right?
Yeah.
That's quite ambitious.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah.
Well, obviously, it's working very well for you.
Yeah.
I want to bring it because in 2020 you made some history.
I did.
You, during a Wizards game, became the first openly trans woman to perform at an NBA game.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
Crazy. I felt a lot of pressure to just get it right. I'm never nervous performing. I've never been nervous on stage. I'm nervous before, but not on. And it was amazing because it's so big. It was so big for my community.
Yeah.
And I just even if it wasn't me performing, I would have been there, just supporting. But I felt like I wanted to remember it. And if you watch the video, you'll see there's this point in the video where I'm performing Formation, the song Formation. And we paused for a second, and I said, I want to take a moment during this to remember everything. So you literally see me look up into the audience like this, and then go back into the choreography. Because I didn't want to, because I do so many things that I'm like, okay, I did it, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. And this was like, I want to sit in this and remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see where you take your couture line. We were talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, and you dress a couple of the ladies on there. Some of my favorite gowns of all time. So I'm excited. A year and a half into your line.
Yes,
really
that kind of happened.
beginning.
I started during the pandemic, and because my best friend Monique Samuels was on Real Housewives, and she asked me to make the dress, and I was reluctant at first, but because of that dress, that yellow dress, very heavy yellow dress, I started Riley Knoxx Couture.
It's amazing. Yeah.
How many costume changes do you have during your performance?
I have like 6 or 7. The dancers have like 4, I think.
Wow.
Because we are doing like 37 songs.
Oh my gosh, such a show.
Yeah.
And you can catch it actually. Riley's next performance is at City Winery, DC. It's November 30th, and you can always go to their website for tickets as well.
Oh, I love the sass in that photo right there. For more about Riley's story, she spoke to sports director Darren Haynes, and you can see that on WUSA9.com.
Thank you, Riley.
Thank you.